Hey everybody, welcome back to the Print 3D channel. Today's April 11th, and that means day 101 of the 3DP 365 project. And on today's episode, we're going to check out some more low poly models, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back, and thank you for joining me here for day 101 of the 3DP 365 project. If you're unfamiliar with the project, check out the description below. I put a fact section down at the bottom that'll give you all the details. And don't forget to use that MatterHackers affiliate link down in the description. If you're in the market for a new printer parts, or if you just need some filament, use that MatterHackers affiliate link down in the description. It kicks a little bit back to the channel, it doesn't cost you a penny, and we really appreciate it. So for today's episode, we're going to go check out some more of those low poly models. After the success of the low poly bunny, which turned out pretty awesome, I really wanted to print something else low poly. And I found an artist up on Thingiverse who's got quite the collection of low poly models. And for today's episode, we printed out this low poly fox. And this guy turned out really awesome. I'm really happy with the results. But before we talk about the print, let's head over to Thingiverse and I'll show you where to download the model. Then we'll tab over to Simplified 3D and I'll show you my settings for the print. Then we'll meet back here at the workbench and we'll talk about this print. Okay folks, so here we are at Thingiverse. Here is the low poly fox by Slavikk, and there are a lot of really cool designs by this artist in his design collection. A lot of really cool low poly designs, so we'll probably print some of these again. But for today, we printed out the low poly fox. And of course, I'll put the link down in the description so you can download and print this one yourself. And according to his instructions, a 10% infill, 0.2mm layer height, and a little bit of chin support. So I think that's exactly what our settings were too. So let's tab over to Simplify 3D and I'll show you my settings. Okay, so here we are in Simplify 3D and I've dropped the fox model down on the print bed at 100%. We're just going to print him at 100% for today. And I did add some support underneath the chin as suggested. So let's check out my process settings. Under layer height, we did our 0.2mm layer height with 3 top and 3 bottom layers and 3 perimeters. We also changed our first layer speed to 75% of original speed, just to speed it up a little bit. Under additions, we entered 10 in the skirt offset because we want to run a skirt on this at 4 outlines. For infill, we did use 10%, and we did generate custom support. For temperature, this is MatterHackers PRO PLA, so I'm using a single temperature of 205 throughout. And my cooling is set up with my 3-stage cooling system setup. Under speed, we ran this out at 45 millimeters per second, so let's hit OK, and let's hit prepare to print and I'll show you how it's sliced. And there's our finished slice model. It says it's going to take about 3 hours and 29 minutes for this little print, so let's play this through so you can see how it prints. And we can speed this up. There's not a lot of intricate overhangs or anything special. It is a very cool model, don't get me wrong, and I do enjoy this new low poly look that I've gotten into. And there's our finished print as we round up, and you can see the support is very well needed underneath the chin. And there's our finished print. So let's head over back to the workbench and let's talk about the print. Alright, so you saw my settings in Simplify 3D, and here's our finished low poly fox print. And this guy turned out really awesome. I am super happy with the results. Everything about this model is pretty much perfect. We did add that support material like the artist suggested underneath the chin just to make sure that overhang was taken care of. And it's a little fuzzy underneath here, but it's not as fuzzy as other models I printed with support material, so I'm okay with it. The rest of the print looks awesome. There is one little issue here on this little corner here, and it looks like the filament kind of bowed out on the corner when the extruder head went by. But that's okay, I'm not going to call this a fail whatsoever. The rest of the print looks really good. The layer lines are all nice and clean, the surface texture looks really good, and I really love this MatterHackers PRO PLA in the color of green. It's a really cool color on our fox. And my gMax did an amazing job with this low poly model. All the facets are nice and clean. Everything about this print is awesome. Even his ears, even though they look like they might be clipped, like the print had stopped, that's part of the low poly look. The rest of the print is really great. I'm super happy with the results. I am definitely going to print more of this artist's low poly models in the future, so you'll definitely be seeing more of these on the channel. Well, that about wraps it up for day 101 of the 3DP 365 project. I hope you guys found this episode interesting and informative. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share those videos, and I'll see you tomorrow.